Hey everybody, it's Amanda here, author of The Insightful Parent, and Rebecca Argentine, Strategic Life Coach. If you have joined us, thank you so much. This is our final review of the book. And so for chapter 10, it's really titled Continuing the Journey. And so we just wanted to spend a few minutes sharing a recap, but then also personally what it's looked like when I've seen parents successfully, kind of progress in their parenting journey because of the book and, progress in their life because of hiring you. So, start wherever, I guess.
One of the things that I kind of want to bring up, we were just kind of talking, is the expectation of kind of hiring a life coach. Like I said, I'm pretty much somebody who's going to help you be accountable. I'm not going to give you advice. Our whole goal in doing these was for you to get to know me, for you to get to know Amanda, get to know her book. It is a great book, and just understand that this is who we are. When you come to me as a life coach, or when you read her book, there is no judgment. My goal is to work with you on this journey. Life is a journey, and I'm there to support you. My little tagline is embrace, empower, and energize. I want to help you create the life you can't wait to wake up to. And also, if you're in that stage where I was at one point in my life, trying to figure out what do you want to be when you grow up. I'm very grown up. I'm not going to tell you my age, but I'm grown up and been through a lot of things, a lot of jobs, and a parent myself. And this would be a great book. That Amanda has written. And just to let you know that this is great advice. But when you come to me, I'm not going to give you advice. It's not my job. My job is to help you find what's within you to then, figure out what it is that you're working on. You're the best person that knows the story of your life. I don't. You know how you got there, what got you there. My job is to say, okay, let's look at things. And if you have a problem, we'll look at it. If you want goals, I've got a great program on how to do goals. We can look at 7 major life areas. You can go on my website. It's just my name, RebeccaArgentine.com, and you can learn a lot about me. You can watch our videos. You can learn a lot about us on the videos. And, it's just, life is a journey. And Amanda has offered some great chapters here on how to get through it and how to be a good parent and how to become a better you. And that's just my goal. You kind of said it. If you could make everybody, how did you put it, where if you don't need us anymore?
Oh my gosh, I would love to work myself out of a job. Yeah, absolutely.
Heal. But, huge. We all have, the things that we've dealt with. And I'm not saying we want to blame our parents or we want to blame somebody, because ultimately when you get to our age, you have to look at yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's what ultimately it comes down to is, allowing yourself to look at yourself without being judgmental on yourself, without critiquing yourself, and just learning to love yourself. And, if you're ready to take that next step and to, try new things, become a better person in something, that's when you call me. And, my biggest thing as a life coach is when I'm working with somebody, everybody's great, but we just we look at things, and I think one of the biggest things I like I said, and I might have used this before, is that aha moment is when somebody goes, I never thought of it that way, or wow. And we talked about this before. I don't have to react that way when something happens, and it's that empowering of going, wow, I can kind of control this, but I can't control that, and what I can't control, that's okay. I'm not going to allow it to just bring me down and affect my whole day. So, just allowing a person, my background and how Amanda and I met, was in social work, social services. We dealt with homeless, we dealt with mentally ill people, in the lowest of their lives that they could be in, being homeless. And, I've also dealt with people not with mental illness. I've dealt with people who were millionaires and who had everything and then lost things because they weren't taught coping skills. And I think with continuing the journey in this book, and it's good to just go back and reread things, is knowing that we can have everything, but we can also lose everything, and because we didn't learn it. I think I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. And it's just always knowing that we're all growing. And is there something you want to thought? Because I totally lost my train of thought.
It's totally okay.
I had a good point, but I'll get to that probably when you're
Interrupt
talking.
me if you figure it out.
I will.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think it's neat. So because even when you're talking, and I don't even know if I've asked you specifically this, but would you say insight is important to someone who's hiring a life coach?
Oh my God, it's the most important thing. It is, because being insightful realizes that you need something, or not necessarily. I don't want to like using the word need, but
we could all survive as we are.
Exactly.
We could survive with
as
nothing
we are.
changing, but our hope is to thrive and leave the world a better place.
Exactly.
Not as it is.
As it is, right, or ourselves.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Yep, very cool. So it is neat because I've had people read the book all the way through, but then I've also had individuals tell me they use it as a reference, which is neat.
Yes.
And so some of the activities when we talked about the paint cans or the scale,
Yes.
so to have individuals, who read the book tell me like, oh, my kid acted up the other day, and then I opened up chapter 2 and I had to go back and apologize.
Right.
And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Because it's just that.
It is just that. And I guess what I was going on when I was saying I've worked with people that I've had everything, but the one thing that I see is we're not taught in school how to cope with life. We're not given skills. We're not, when you have this baby, you're not given instructions.
I was so afraid to leave the hospital on my firstborn. So afraid.
Yeah. We're not given instructions on how to take care of them. And I love the one commercial, I think it's a Love's commercial, where, there's a mom and she's interviewing everybody, and do you have a doctorate degree, because she's so this way with her first child, and then by the time she gets to her second child or her third child, she's like, all right, I can do this, So, with life, we don't have instructions, or we're taught things based on how other people live their life.
Yeah.
So we're not taught always the right things, and I think when you get insightful and realize, let's hire a life coach, that's huge, because you realize that we can learn better, we can have the skills.
Absolutely, and it is possible. A better you is possible. It doesn't mean it's a bad you now. It's just a better you tomorrow.
Right? Yeah, a healthier you.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Corbin. You can get my book, The Insightful Parent, on Amazon.
Yep.
Or you can find me on Facebook or LinkedIn. And how can they find you?
You can find me on my website, RebeccaArgentine.com. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm also on Instagram. We're on YouTube.
We are on YouTube.
We're trying. And
Yay. All right. Well, we appreciate you, and have a great day. We want to give a big shout out to our cameraman in the back.
Yay. Thank you, Jacob. That's my son. Thank you for helping. He was awesome.
Awesome. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.